Hey troops, Zender here, back again for another stream. Hope you guys are doing well, wherever you may be. In a bit since I had a good number of people watching, but at the same time, most of the people who watched me were watching me back when I was working graveyard. So, yeah, East Asian area, Pacific Islanders. So it is. We are back for some more Genshin Impact. We are going to be playing the new 5.5 update. Kind of looking forward to seeing what the new story is. Don't think I'll be getting in, any of the new characters though. I admittedly was not all that impressed with them, but at the same time they look like shoot, I forget her name. The bull girl, the wrestler girl. She seems like a fun character, but combat-wise, I'm not really interested in her. So, I'll probably be saving the Primo Gems for later. But anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna have to dust off my desk at some point. Okay, taking a bit to load. Taking quite a bit to load. Okay. Okay, bit of lagging going on. Alright. Oh. I haven't really used this since it came out. Okay. Well, new Tribal Chronicles. Verisa, that's her name. Yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't all that impressed with Verisa, so don't think I'll be pulling for her. But then again, oh, we do have the test runs. A new boss. Yeah, let's give her a try. I do need to shave. I'll have a clean beard for tomorrow. Or, not clean beard, clean face for tomorrow. Oh, you gotta hold it. I. Okay. Not bad, actually. Whoop. Yeah, she is a cute character. Running around like that definitely would help out. And let's try Ian-san. I hope Ian-san finally got her voice back. At the very least, she has that voice. Wait. Okay, I feel like I messed up somewhere.
Quick as a flash. Harder.
Ah!
Keep pushing.
I see.
Hands where I can see 'em. Everybody stand back. On my mark.
Mighty mythical beast! Congratulations!
Justice will prevail. Going in. Controlled breathing. Let's move.
Oh, there we are.
Teamwork is teamwork. Coach will take it from here. Faster, stronger. Stay out of my way. On my mark. Harder.
Up to it, Manzai!
Coach will take it from here. Controlled breathing. Full speed ahead. Hands where I can see 'em. I'm going in. Coach will take it from here. Let's move.
Mm.
Faster, stronger. Full speed ahead.
Ah.
Drop your weapons. Coach will take it from here. Quick as a flash.
Okay.
Keep pushing.
So you pretty much, yeah, with the Ian-san, you pretty much have to use her E ability the moment you bring her into the battle. I wonder if she's more of a support in that case. If his skills use the Unsung will gain 50 more Night Soul points and enter the Night Soul's Blessing state. With 5 seconds after this is done, using normal attack will trigger one swift storm flash. Okay. So not so much support. Oh. Oh, when a nearby party member triggers the Night Soul burst, Yansan will obtain warming up effect for 10 seconds. During this time, when Yansan restores at least one Night Soul point, she will heal your current active character for 60% of her attack. This effect can be triggered once every 2.8 seconds. So she's pretty much an off-the-field healer, so long as your character is from Natlan. That could work very well for that team comp that I already got going on. Admittedly, I was kind of hoping to have Sitlali for that team comp, but having an actual healer for that could work for her now, since that practically would be replacing Shinobu, right? Yeah, my electro healer, I believe that her name is Shinobu. I don't know why I'm forgetting all of a sudden. Okay. Kuki Shinobu, right? Oh. Ah, Ayato's birthday, yes. It is Kuki Shinobu, yes. Yep. Alright, I'll do 1 10 pull for this banner, in that case. See if I can get Eonsa.
Hi. I'm Vressa from the Collective of Plenty. I'm a warrior, and I also manage an orchard. If you're into food, or if you want to buy fresh fruit by the cartload, or if you like hero stories, then we should definitely hang out. I'll show you all the good food around here, give you the best quality fruit in our whole tribe, and tell you all the coolest stories about the biggest heroes in history.
Again, I really like her character. Not too big on her combat, but I really like her character. And hey, Yansan!
I'm Yansan, from the Collective of Plenty, and I'm the most well-known fitness coach in my tribe.
Alright. Well, I guess that's that. Maybe I should pull just to get her cat. Nah. There are plenty of usable catalysts. I'll just use one of those. Alright. Aww, she is just as shy as I expected her to be. I do like her design. Well, guess I've got 2 new characters to work on building up. That was not intentional. Oh. Ah, yes. Now, why is that up there? Odd. Not sure why it was showing up on my map when I had nothing new. Oh! Okay. I don't know why I expect... Actually, you know what? I do know what I was thinking. I was thinking that the Collective of Plenty was going to be up in this direction. In the meantime, this region would probably be... I was expecting it to be more like this area, but for the people of the Springs. So, I was not expecting the Collective of Plenty to be over here. Oh, I better... Okay. New Saurians! Alright, when a Tatankasaurus is sprinting, it can consume phlogiston to perform a quick charge. When a charging Tatankasaurus hits an obstacle and is obstructed, or you tap the skill button, it will enter a spirited state. In this state, tap sprint again to trigger a faster second sprint. In this state, the Tatankasaurus can make flying leaps using terrain and even briefly dash across water or liquid phlogiston. Of course, this will also cause phlogiston to be consumed more rapidly. Tap the skill button or trigger a second sprint to easily push heavily obstacles that were previously immovable and even break through pulverite with ease. Push heavy obstacles. That I didn't... Maybe I missed it in the trailer, but I did not notice anything like that. Oh, the baby. Oh. Hey, Scarlet. How's it going? Okay. Did the volcano just erupt? No. It's been super duper quiet. Did you see it erupt? Xandor? Gratican? What's up? What's with those faces? You look like a pair of detectives from a light novel who've suddenly realized the truth about the killer. We saw some sort of truth, all right. Explain what you saw to Paimon. You saw the same stuff you did when we arrived in Natlin and met Gratigan? And some strange images? Huh? You said you saw some strange words before. Paimon didn't see anything, so she can't be sure, but might have been written by the same person? Or might they have been written by the same person? I think that's the case, yes. Something feels fishy to Paimon. But this time you also saw a giant section of ruins, a broken city, and the abyss? And some sacred mountain? Huh. Don't the Natlanese call that volcano the sacred mountain? Could it be that what you saw has something to do with the volcano? Paimon can't shake the feeling that the person who united us with Gratigan really wants us to go there. Do you think we can help the little one remove his... What was it called again? Flame Lord's blessing? You know, if we get to that mountain? Grr! Let's go there then. Gotta help you grow big and strong after all. Oh right. One of the 6 tribes of Natlin, the Collective of Plenty, lives beside the volcano. Maybe we can ask them for help. Alright, hang on. I need to check something. What exactly is this? I'm kind of concerned about dealing with 2 stories at the same time. Nope. Yep. Well, this is the quest that shows up right here, so let's get started.
Hello there. Huh? Wait, you're
Oh yeah, Scarlet.
Traveler
I got
Paimon.
both of the new characters in one
Waiting
temple.
for you.
I got both characters, both Ian-san and what's her name again? I forget. I wasn't even trying to get her. I just wanted to potentially get a Yansan because the Yansan apparently has some sort of healing ability or off the field healing ability that I wanted to take advantage of.
Whoa, you know us? Huh, we've really made a name for ourselves. Wait, but did we even tell anyone we were coming to the Collective of Plenty?
Oh, you didn't know? Coach Yansan said she invited you to our tribe, so I came out here to wait for you while I did some training. And now you're actually here. I can't believe it. This is great.
Surely we're not that big of a deal.
Paimon, do you know how many nations we have saved already? We literally fought alongside Mavwika to push the Abyss out of Natlan. What do you mean we're not that big of a deal?
You're the heroes who defeated the Abyss. You're a huge deal to everyone in Natlan. I've heard the story of Tumaini so many times I can practically recite it by
You heard
heart.
the news about Kinich? I did hear that they are apparently changing the voice actors for 2 of the characters, I believe. Unfortunately, like, I mean, how long has this voice actor strike been going on? Like, here's pretty much the position that I am in at this point. The strike has been going on for too long. Way too many studios are pushing for AI. Way too many. And way too many unions seem to be slightly okay with that. Like, literally, the only reason why the strikes are still going on right now is because the union members, all the voice actors, are refusing to let it slide. There have already been a few times where different voice actor unions have tried to let slide AI in the deal between them and studios, only for the voice actors that union represents to say no. It is time to for the voice actors to create a new union or create a new studio. Those are the only 2 options that they have left. Take away the business from the union, take away the business from the studios. At least when it comes to Genshin Impact, they're not wanting to use AI voice actors. They're wanting to use real people. Now, what I will say when it comes to AI voices, the only time that I can really understand having an AI voice would be when you have a custom name. You want the characters in-game to say your name? AI is the way to do that. But I want real people for these lines. I want to maintain human involvement. That's my stance. But at this point, voice actors need to get together and separate from the companies that are trying to destroy them. Unfortunately, it is taking too long for Genshin Impact. They got to keep moving forward. They cannot have characters voiceless for years on end. I know that it hasn't been years, but they cannot have voiceless characters for months on end. Let's put it that way. They cannot have voiceless characters for months on end. They got to keep moving. They got to keep producing. They got to keep producing quality. And the only way that they will be able to do that, if the voice actor is unable to, is if they get a new voice actor. It's sad, but it's how it goes. Hopefully, Kenichi's original voice actor will be able to find some way out of the rut he's in and get another job voicing for another character. But at this point, this whole strike is just, it's doing more damage for the voice acting community than it is doing good. But, yeah. Yeah, I did hear about it. Unfortunate.
been so excited to meet you ever since Coach Yan-san told me you might be coming. Oh, my name's Veressa, by the way. Not sure if
Veressa,
Coach
that's her
mentioned
name.
me before.
Oh, yeah! The name sounds familiar. During the Abyss invasion, we asked Ian-san if the Collective of Plenty needed any help, but she said that Veressa had it all under control.
Which means you must be an impressive warrior yourself.
Not really. It was all Uncle Akatl. All I did was clear out a few monsters. Just thinking about the invasion gives me chills even now. But that's in the past. The Collective of Plenty fared pretty well, all things considered. We finished our repairs, so now it's just a matter of helping out the other tribes.
I still hope that we get some more detailed lore about all the animal people. Like we've got to in some lore, depending on the individual. Like Tianlan. Healer guy from Sumeru. The one who also had a voice change. Tainari! My bad. Yeah, Tainari, we got a little bit of a history about his people, but for the most part, we are still ignorant about where all these animal folk came from. Like, we know that Tevat was conquered, and that the conquerors brought about the human race on Tevat. But all these animal folk, I still have questions.
Come on, I'll take you to our camp.
Great, let's go!
Oh, just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. We call them pulverite. Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try?
Not in a million years!
You can use your shoulders if you want. Or your feet.
Oh, there's treasure inside these rocks! Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad.
Okay.
Every little bit counts.
Yay!
Hey, there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing.
Image is a little delayed from the voice.
And she sticks the landing!
Whoa! You jumped over that huge gap just like that? Incredible!
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice. You made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but you've got a point.
I mean, flying pylon is definitely impressive in its own right.
rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon.
Eh,
Many
I'll leave
adventurers
that for
come
now.
here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, okay. It's not like we're that unlucky.
Pardon me, dear.
Let's ride. Rev the engines.
No!
Open fire. Fire in the hole.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Genshin? Why are you making me hurt these poor creatures? Yes, run away, please. Oh, boy. And the juvenile fains. Oh. There's a bit of a...
Come on, seriously?
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
What? Thanks for that. I can't believe it.
Really, Charles? Oh, it's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
Oh, are we still ramming? Okay.
I think we can call that a success.
Wow.
Okay, that was a...
That giant rock.
That was a slick landing. Huh. That is new. But not even the storms of Sire Island or... Probably the closest we have is those blocks. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm right. We don't see many, there's nowhere else that has this sort of particle effect going on. Leave for now.
Let's burn this breeze.
Nice. Oh, back to daytime.
Home sweet home. We made it. Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
I just realized I'm about to get cheese powder on my fingers. Got some goldfish.
Whoa! This place is so cool! That platform shaped like the head of a bull is awesome!
That's the resonating arena. It's where we hold all our competitions.
Thanks for bringing us here.
Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
I should try out Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. I feel like I may have heard of that. Okay. Got a pretty good rating. It does look good. I may have to give it a look. Downside is there are so many games to play. I haven't even continued the Monster Hunter game yet, which I'm planning on doing tomorrow. And then there's still the Helldivers game. That's still been fun to play. There are just way too. I still want to give Zenless Zone Zero a try. Like, oh, so many games, so many games.
Oh, did you remember something important? You really hit the ground running when we ran into those hilly trails back there.
Hope we didn't hold you up.
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. The most important thing after training. The post-workout meal. Otherwise, I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, I can sympathize with that.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like, yesterday. You should grab something too. We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon.
Actually, woo!
And she's off.
I'm actually gonna go get something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. back. Still trying to finish off this, not sponsored, of course. Not sponsored. I still have to finish off this, Cactus Lime, Genshin Impact G-Fuel. I mean, it has until August 2026 until it goes bad, so got plenty of time, but still, there are other flavors that I want to try. But one downside about following so many other creators is when they get sponsored by those powder drink companies, and it's like, why don't you try this flavor or this flavor? And it's like, I'm still going through the current flavor.
Wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second she's chill and laid back, and then the next she's charging headfirst into danger. Literally.
It's the spirit of youth.
The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old-timer. Paimon thinks we're still young.
Yeah, considering how old the Traveler is supposed to be.
Anyway, why don't we take a look around in the meantime? We can head to the arena in a little bit. The view must be amazing from up there.
That's all that was needed to complete part 1? Okay.
Let's burn this breeze.
Where? Oh, up there. Okay. So, how am I supposed to get up there?
Better get these tidied up for starters.
Oh. That's a lot of... What the heck? That's not corn, is it? Is that supposed to be corn? That's some big corn. Oh. Nope. Nope, I don't think it's corn. It's big whatever it is. Ah, shoot, I timed. Bad time. There we go. Oh. Hmm. Tonka. No, Tanaka. Maybe that's what... Okay. Oop. Huh. You know, I actually do occasionally do something like that. Standing on one leg and, like what that guy's doing. But at the same time, I'm definitely by no means, By no means muscled up.
Huh? The tall one lost. How does that work?
No! There we go.
Oh, you're here already.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
Mmm. Mm.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me.
I went hiking with my dad yesterday. Afterwards, he made some hamburgers. Mmm. Good stuff.
Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
Of course, that sounds great.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Oh. Start in that direction, and we are going straight down. Roger that. Oh, that might have been a bit too high. Yep. Oh well.
Even the sharpest blade still needs to be polished every now and then.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things. Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time, I'm sleeping in, and you can wake me up.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
That should be about now, right?
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
Oh.
Let's ride.
Hey, Yansan!
Oh, Coach Yansan, are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time.
Good, Yansan has her voice back.
Oh, it's you two. Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
Although, did Yansan also get a voice change? I don't know if Yansan sounds this. Yansan sounds a little different for some reason.
Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day. Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before. It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed.
How embarrassing.
Don't be shy. After everything you did for Natland, you deserve the recognition. Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway? We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We ran into Veressa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Veressa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are.
Oh boy.
Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Veressa doesn't need one? Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Veressa is among the select few who have a natural gift.
Because of her species?
When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Veressa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Veressa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me. Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage. Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline. Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed. I'm not exaggerating either. Veressa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
Just further proof that you're a natural.
Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment, but I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself.
It's alright. It'll come with time.
Thanks. I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Alright. Why? Oh, okay, that's fine.
Full throttle! Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt?
They look like an adult. What do you mean, growth spurt?
Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next. Oh, this is
Oops.
Banana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Aww.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard.
A
Come on,
tuner
I'll
lilac
show you
will
around.
tune that shark float. Oh. Aw, sleepy time.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined! Look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing. Especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
Yeah?
That's right. But since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
A few dozen?
You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom, too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh, sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients.
That's
So
cool.
don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Alright. Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing. You can grill them, stir-fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Maybe it absorbed nutrients from the nearby fruit trees?
Yeah, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead, pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Oh. Okay. Well, might as well switch back in that case, if I can't use Nahida.
Let's burn this breeze.
Did it fall down again? Yes, it did. Where's there more fruit? Oh, got a mushroom. Oh, there's a lot of fruit here.
Take me up.
Ah! Hey, Jesse! Anna says hi, not me. Okay, sure.
Go ahead. Pick as much as you want. I'll grab some of this.
Oh, okay.
These.
So this is pretty much a absolute race to just pick all of them. Yeah, how are you doing, Jesse? Hope your day's going well. I was mentioning earlier that I'm thinking about doing a Monster Hunter stream tomorrow. So, if you want to hang out tomorrow, that could be a lot of fun. There we go.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Hey, where are all the apples that I picked?
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help. Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest,
Been hell week
juiciest
this
pieces
week.
of fruit
Pretty beat.
Paimon has ever
That's
had.
unfortunate.
You must sell out every time.
Yeah, last couple weeks were pretty hectic for me too, but today not so much, even though I did some overtime. Might be up for it tomorrow, but we'll play it by ear. Okay.
Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit. We should call them berry shrooms.
When it comes to food, Paimon's judgment never fails.
Well, Paimon had multiple nations worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami.
Hey,
from the air.
Patrick! Not staying up much tonight. Just wanted to drop by a second, harass you. Alright. Appreciate you showing up. Also, Patrick, hello. How are you doing? Did you two time this, or did you, is it just by random coincidence?
Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
Yeah, definitely two distinct flavors. I like them both.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not well known outside the Collective of Plenty. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience.
Tired?
Uncle Toli has been coming up with new
That's
recipes like
unfortunate.
there's no tomorrow.
The little one's keeping you up? Or is it just work that's keeping you exhausted? Or making you exhausted? Kids screaming in your face? Oh, that's unfortunate. But, yeah, your little ones do have a lot of energy. Especially... Yeah. Especially Tio. Right. Shoot, why am I getting all of a sudden down to... Tio, right? Why am I suddenly getting self-conscious about... Oh well. But... Yep. Hope your little one's doing well.
Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
What do you think, Paimon?
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might.
You have a
not
good
be
night too,
very
Patrick.
well, though.
I'll see you later. Tell everyone hi for me.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point.
Guess I'll tag along.
Nice! Then let's sign up together. Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of.
Sheesh. These tribe quests are just going by like crazy. Up there.
Let's ride. Try and stop me.
Oh, shoot. I accidentally hit E.
Full throttle.
Oh, I still have that set up. Okay. Teleport up there. What the? Huh.
Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Varessa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Varessa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Not so.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so gotta show up with an empty stomach.
Not much longer, Veressa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can wait.
Might be a good idea for her to just have a small snack.
Oh, about the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish. But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Really? So we get to eat for free? Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Thanks. We appreciate the generosity.
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natland. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters, but the volcano became unusually active. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing, so we immediately dispatched a team to the summit. Veressa was a key member of that team. Veressa?
Huh? Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Sora's crackers with me that day. Oh, sorry, not the point. There were abyss tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters. But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy.
Indeed.
Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan? What does that mean?
That is a duty our people have held for generations. The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh? Hold on. Where did Veressa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh, you know, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the kitchen.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach better than anyone.
Yep.
I'll lead the way.
Field fungal traces, okay. Oh. Get off that rock.
Oh, that smell. So delicious. Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and your next meal. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
I am even more confused about her bull features now. Because he clearly is not bullfolk.
Veressa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, it's you. Sorry. I completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
Don't worry about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Veressa, especially on an empty stomach.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Veressa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh boy, Paimon's been there before.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
1 sec. I'll go check.
We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Zakatl. The showdown is about to begin.
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought out shortly.
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
Now, what's with the mushrooms? Of course, she's the poster child of the eating competition. Sheesh! Look at her table!
It smells so good. Veressa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait.
These portions, though.
Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in.
And hers is
Thanks for the food,
huge.
Whoa, hold on. Veressa's plate looks completely different than ours.
Whoa! You know, I could probably be able to eat that. Yeah, that. I'd be able to eat that. That's it. Like, maybe I'd eat that instead. That looks pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty big shrimp. I definitely would not be able to eat all of that. Oh shoot, I just realized that's these are tacos. That's a shrimp taco. I am sorry. No. I would not be able to eat that on my own. No, sir. I thought that was a sub. Is that a sausage in a taco shell? Yep, nope. No. I would not be able to eat that on my own at all.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Veressa challenge. The Veressa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Veressa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to finish it.
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Believe me, if Veressa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only one other person has come close to beating the Veressa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself.
Wait, you're saying Mavwika has done this before?
Of course. She breezed through the normal level, but the Veressa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Veressa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person. The Speaker's Chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Veressa's appetite in action, that was that.
Whoa. Okay, so
Hmm.
you're saying Malika had these portions and she just breezed through?
I'm done with the goldfish. They taste too good. And I need to talk. Let's just go for it. It'll only get harder as the food gets...
You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got. Whoa. Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection. It's delicious.
You see, Paimon's got the right attitude about this. Because most champions just really enjoy the food. The Traveler just looks like he's in the middle of a competition.
Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler. It's amazing. Oh, and this. And this one is... All right. That's it. Paimon taps out. All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel.
What happened to defending your honor?
Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but this enemy is too strong. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
What do you mean, Paimon? You've eaten more than your fair share before.
Let's hear it for Veressa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
10% in... Oh my goodness. Hey! Oh wait, no, that's the Yansan. Oh hey, those two did it. Okay, so we got 3 winners of the regular. And only one person doing the Veressa.
Well done, Veressa.
Amazing job. Oh, it's nothing.
I'm kind of surprised that
Uncle's Holy
Yansan
Sweet is
doesn't
just too
try the
good.
Veressa.
I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually.
Considering the size of that plate, she should be the size of a young Totorosaur. Spoken like a true champion.
Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Coach Yansan. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Amazing.
Okay, there has to be more to this than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick? By the end, it's like the meat turned into one big greasy blob, and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, whoopsie. I'll have to fix that later. I may be connected to the wrong Wi-Fi route. But, are we back? Yep. I think we're back. Okay. I'll fix that after the stream. But so my housemate and I we figured out a way to change it so that our Starlink has us running with 5 gigahertz, or was it megahertz or gigahertz? I think it was gigahertz instead of 2.5 like it was originally. So I got this computer set up with that. Apparently, I still have it set to the 2.5 on my streaming computer, so I'll need to fix that. Lilac is about to tune Mavwika's bike.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much
those
oil.
were the mushrooms.
Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Oh, so that's the secret! Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness!
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one. I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
They want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah, tell them to take it easy!
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record. Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Everything was delicious! Especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients.
That is not good. I am dropping the speed, it seems. That's not good. Come on, Wi-Fi. Buffer it out.
Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually 2 varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green. There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told.
Huh.
Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red ones.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
What is YouTube saying no data all of a sudden? Okay, I still seem to be good. Ah, boy. Well, hopefully tomorrow it works out better. Don't you want to know the reason behind it?
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right? Oh, by the way, Veressa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food.
I'm intrigued about this mushroom.
Paimon will take that as a yes. Alright, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
Well, I'm sure Paimon will. Right. That way.
Let's burn this breeze.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything. Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a coincidence.
So it really is green. Why are there 3 of them?
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
I wonder why that scholar said what he said.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Just keep 1 sample.
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me. I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger. In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
If you're strong enough to uncover the truth, you're strong enough to command the truth. I'm not entirely sure if that's the right way to phrase it, but...
Command the truth?
If fear is the only thing stopping you, let us help you shoulder the burden.
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You're right. Curiosity can be a bad thing, but what you don't know can still hurt you.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience.
I think I should taste it first.
Oh, the green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. He should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well then, I'll grill some up right away.
So, notice anything, traveler?
Nope, no difference in taste.
Just like Varesha said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. But seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well.
Oh, great.
Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era.
You talk a big talk, but I've heard that before.
Now, you were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
This is looking trippy.
Ah, so you do know how to use your brain, young one. But you'll excuse me if I have no interest in you, craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? Oh, all you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point. In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek.
What the heck?
As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons. It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
The voice is gone. Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket. Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a Hal is better than him.
Definitely.
So, do you think what he said was true? About being the Sage Lord of Fungi and all that?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
We may not know who he is, but we know he exists.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely
That's probably
was
a bit too
real.
close to the microphone, huh?
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
Which means we made the right call to investigate.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Oh, such insolence!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating. Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
So this is one of his subjects? Well, it's kind of cute.
Warrior element? Much appreciate. No! Bull warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist!
Careful, Veressa! This is a kind of monster from Meru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
Monster. Oh, that's bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Well, we have met friendlier versions before. For clues. Well, surely violence is a form of wit.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred! Everything else, waste!
know. Promise.
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
I guess it told us everything it knows.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else.
Well, he did specify the green ones.
Oh, a green mushroom. And it turned into a fungus. Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice. Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you,
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation?
I'm pretty much a riddle master.
Enough chatter. Time for my question. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Man, how are we supposed to know?
because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple.
Because he's a fun guy.
What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
No! No! We are not going to be taking inspiration from Sino! Come on! Ah, boy.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual. Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms? No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh, good thinking, Veressa. Let's try and ask
The
other
tribe is
mushrooms.
gonna think we're all weird at the end of all this.
Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom.
Oh,
Hey,
one
there's
of
a
each.
fungi over there. Looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wow, cool! You green caps are so wise. Just like our Siege Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, ha, can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Ha! Yeah! A few more decades.
Did the sage, like... Did the sage from Sumeru bring these mushrooms here? Because they apparently have are supposed to have the intellect of the Academy.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously the ceremony is the cooking.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking!
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there? Do you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere! My cap almost burst into spores!
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first!
Back to regular mushrooms, huh? Well, we already got what we needed.
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard too. Heat really does release their flavor.
If we cook them just right, maybe we'll be able to see the Sage Lord's true form.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Sounds like a plan, Veressa.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akatl and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
They're gonna think we're crazy. Wait, I just realized we're probably gonna have to...
Let's ride! Rev the engines!
What?
Let's sit tight till this blows over. No sense going outside in these conditions.
Oh. Volcano's actually erupting right now. They're gonna think we're crazy.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
The silence speaks volumes.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
I hope it didn't
What
spew
a
out anything
relief.
too weird this
I was
time.
worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Veressa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Pick as many mushrooms as possible and have a grand feast.
Well, that didn't take much convincing.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Don't make me grab the goldfish again.
Well, here goes nothing.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight. Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of nitpicking, more like!
Still, the only way to figure out his goal is to keep playing along.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat. Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me. We should take a look too.
Definitely! We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano.
Yeah?
It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Kind of surprised that the others didn't join in on the taste testing. Ah.
Let's ride.
Ah. I didn't think we'd be seeing any of those until we got into the volcano. Well, we'll be back for those later.
Woohoo!
Let's ride. Try and stop me.
No, not again! All the babies!
Let's burn this breeze.
Why does Hoyoverse have us kill all the babies? Yep, that's a little more what I was expecting to find over in this direction.
Hey, There should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start.
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my
Oh, it's
tribe's
raining
competitive
outside.
spirit.
Yeah, competition seemed to be a theme here.
Verissa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
I can tell. There's a certain strength deep within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatenna. Alright, we should keep looking.
Trial time!
Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Uh-oh! I'm falling back!
Avatar's lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge?
Knock him down.
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Let's ride. Rev the engines.
Nope.
Done and dusted. This core should be perfect. Look, the phlogiston inside it is still active.
Oh, let's see! Woo! Hot!
A few more chunks like this and we should be good. Come on, let's keep heading up.
Alright. Prepare for a running start.
Let's roll. Careful, 3 avatars of lava ahead. Too strong.
Light of the blazing sun.
Headbutt.
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again! What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is that a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Woohoo!
Check this out. That's the one.
What the?
Open fire.
Woohoo!
What? Why me? Gotta steer clear of other people. Time to roll.
Pyroclastic surge.
Okay.
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
Nice fighting back there, by the way.
Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So, I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in the zone. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before. Fiatenna's most iconic feature was her mask. So, I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh, you really think so?
But it helps you, right? It's nothing to feel ashamed about.
Really? It's just, I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
But you were the one who decided to investigate this case, not your mask.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about. Fighting is just a small part of it.
Oh,
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
thanks for believing
Plus,
in me,
maybe
too.
that mask will
I've
once
learned
be,
so much.
will someday belong to her, and not represent her hero anymore. Well, yeah, that's the wrong way. Maybe she'll have a mask of her own.
And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Hey, it's Celestia!
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Let's burn this breeze.
Oh no!
We're back, and we found a bunch of stuff to use.
Great. We're almost done with the preparations at our side, too.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
Like we're gearing up for a fight, not cooking a few mushrooms.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Veressa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got this in the end.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other.
Ooh.
Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist?
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, something's not right.
Uh-oh! Well, is everyone getting dragged into it this time, or just us three? And why is it taking so long to load? There we go. Yep, just the three of us.
Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
So you didn't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
This must be the Sage Lord's trick, but it's only affecting the three of us. But why us and not the others?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like.
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek. Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great Sage Lord of Fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter.
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles. Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me, and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
What the heck?
Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish.
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
The thing is, I think this, fungi probably only ever met the child before. And as such has no idea what fearsome monsters there are.
Let's burn this booze.
Locked on! Locked on!
Oh! Pardon me.
Fire in the hole! Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Huh. Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
I am kind of curious about this guy.
Another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point. Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
Well, at least we're getting some reward from it. What the...
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
That's it?
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
Hold on, I want to know what happened next.
What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan, and I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
We've been to Sumeru.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Because fungi are creatures from Sumeru. The buildings from your vision support that too.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Then you don't deserve our faith either.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it. If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on, after him.
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
Oh,
He jumped down from here. So it looks like we just need to...
hold on.
Is something wrong, Traveler?
There's something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
He must be in dire need of subjects, and it has to be the three of us.
But why?
Let's go after him, and keep an eye out for clues along the way.
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Surely this entity had some sort of influence, if it is able to draw upon memories. Or perhaps this is all just an illusion, but there's still some questions about his origins. Oh!
Catch me if you can. If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely.
Ah, there we go.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Crap.
Time to roll. Gotta steer clear of other people. Hup. 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 Hurry up, Brassa! Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this.
Watch out, Brassa! Don't worry about me. I've got this.
Okay, not sure why my computer just gave a notification.
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride.
This
All
is
right, this should be
very
good.
interesting.
Get ready and jump.
Oh, shoot!
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time.
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading. Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Ungrateful humans. At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation grows dire. Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumero knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions.
Oh!
You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption!
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seems like his power is proportional to the number of clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope, which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah, for who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
Well, he has been living under a rock, so that checks out.
Ha ha ha, Paimon.
But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind controlled. But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
I understand now why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
I'll explain on the way. I need to catch him to confirm my theory.
All right. Then let's find this mushroom.
Let's go. Get back on track. Whoa.
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing can phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
Considering that there's a mushroom taking us to this platform, I don't think he wants to hide.
Let's burn this breeze.
Wrath from the skies!
Why me?
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Burn it down!
Why me?
Amazing. Imagine it with flames.
Why me?
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom. We know all your schemes.
Maybe try hiding them a bit better next time.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
So, you're a god.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon War. You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers.
Oh, he really has been buried for a long time.
Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat. And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me. You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom.
Okay.
But now, the deal is off.
It was an empty deal from the start.
What did you say?
We weren't chosen because you saw something in us. We were your only option.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
And I happen to have a special constitution, which made it easy to hear your voice.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You're too weak.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength. Making a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade Plume Terrashroom. Because you definitely can't. Right?
Forget about him.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against
He's like a child.
This guy. Let's go.
Seriously, he needs to spend some time with Nagita.
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. A Tolly! Get ready to feast!
Uh-oh. Well, this plan backfired. Oh no, Aether! No! He still doesn't have his voice.
More, please.
Ah, little one. Oh wait, no, that's it. Oh! Well, everyone's getting in on it. Even Symphatui. No. No.
What a great meal. Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I expected it to go.
Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
I can't imagine the bar getting any lower than that.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varessa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Makes sense.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute?
Sure thing.
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Me too. It's an adventure I'll remember for a long time.
Oh, why's that?
You got the chance to shine as a hero.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said, All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come. If I start to doubt myself in the future, all I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Yep, you got this.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the Academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Right.
Wow, we're
It's
actually
not a
going out of
trip.
Natlan.
We have to cross the whole desert.
Why don't we just ask the Adventurers Guild? Who knows, maybe there's a Sumeru scholar in Natlan right now.
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Okay, never mind, we're not going to Natlan. We're not going to Sumeru. Right.
Oh, Catherine's back. And isn't that Tainari?
Hey! Do you have your
Word from
voice
the
back,
speaker's
Tainari?
chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area, so they helped me to get in touch.
Ah, he still doesn't have his voice. It's been a while, you two. So, you're the ones looking into the Sage Lord of Fungi.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Of course. To those in the Amatan Darshan, his case is a well-known part of ecological history. His power is tied to his number of clones, so at one point, he possessed a truly fearsome form. But, as his clones diminished in number, he got smaller and smaller, until he couldn't hold on to a physical form at all. And so, he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tabs on him by monitoring what remains of his clones. Now, I'm learning his true form fled to Natlan.
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago.
Well, from what I've heard, he has very few clones right now, so there's nothing to worry about. Feel free to use the mushrooms as you see fit. They really are delicious. Of course, in the interest of research, I would prefer to send a few scholars from my Darshan to monitor the situation every so often. What do you say? I wanted to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the Speaker's Chamber.
Of course. You're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though. You said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Oh yes. There's a huge one beneath the chasm.
Zamaran?
You know that name?
Yeah, Hyman calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the puny Sage Lord.
It took a long time for Zamaran to grow into this form. Luckily, Zamaran isn't a green cap mushroom, so there's no danger to us. And I believe its mind has been separated from the mushroom god for a very long time. I doubt there's a connection between them anymore.
We should go see Zamaran one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once.
Friendly is right, so this one is definitely not for eating.
I would never.
Well, that was a very interesting story. Yay! Checking all the items. Ooh. Oh! Huh. Interesting. Up, Hoot House Plum Branch. Okay. Well, I do think that'll be it for the stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you, Scarlett, Jesse, and Patrick. Very nice to have you guys show up. Again, I'm planning on doing some Monster Hunter tomorrow. So I'll probably even have my Discord open for some of my friends. Anyway, thank you troops very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!
Thank you.